know, in your amateur career, the highlight is beating Shakur Stevenson twice. He's coming to the pro game with a lot of hoopla. He fights tomorrow night at the Garden.
Yeah.
How closely are you monitoring his progress? I think one day there may be a collision for you.
I want to fight him one day too. Yeah, that's my dream fight. Tell him keep doing what you're doing. I'm gonna keep doing what I'm doing, and I'm gonna meet him soon. He'll make a big fight here.
Right now, you're in a very popular weight class, the featherweight division. Is it the Shakur Stevenson, the Michael Conlon? All these guys are right about where you're at. Some of the future stars of boxing, and you're in the same weight.
That's the plan, and I just want to be the best. I'm working to be the best, and hopefully I get to meet up with both of them. We'll see in the future. My manager Danny Zamora is saying May 19th in Ontario with my co-promoter Thompson.
4 rounds, Ruben Villa working with both hands side to side to the body and eventually scoring that stoppage right there.
He was getting tired. I heard him gagging while we were fighting, and the body shots did it, and put him down early.
It can be a double-edged sword. It is definitely inspiration, but it's also a lot of pressure, especially for a young man like Ruben. When you were there, did Shakur look like the kind of fighter? Again, he's still a baby in terms of age. He sure looks like a confident performer in there. And he looks like he's still got a little time. He's looking to land that one big shot, no headgear, and like you guys said, we're going to see a lot more knockouts of Ruben Villa. What happens when you fight so good? Good job by Villa to be more appetizing for the younger fighters and older fighters. Well, no surprise to anyone in this house, Shakur Stevenson, the two of them exchanged messages, talk to one another, and Monday was going to talk to Shakur. And he looks like he's still got a little time. He's looking to land that one big shot, no headgear, and like you guys said, we're experiencing a lot more knockouts. Well, no surprise to anyone in this house, Shakur Stevenson, the two of them exchanged.
Introducing Ruben RV4 Villa. Let's get you ready in charge of Ray Molina. Here, this is right here, touch gloves. Ray Corona, third man in the ring tonight for Villa and Ruiz. Beto Duran, Steve Kim, joined by Thompson boxing fighter Danny Roman, who has a big shot opportunity this coming summer. What's your record now, Danny?
Is 22 wins, 2 losses, and 1 draw.
That's it. We're watching Ruben Villa, the fourth 20-year-old from Salinas. You remember when you step in this ring, I've been telling people that have never been here, it's a cool atmosphere because it's different from anywhere you've ever fought. It's a ballroom, but it's hot in here, it's loud, and it's loud. What's it like when you get in the ring?
Well, it's pretty hot. The lights, it gets pretty hot. You can hear everybody because it's so small, but at the same time, there's a lot of people. It's full.
Danny, when you got into that ring with Abe Lopez, who I believe was undefeated, I had seen him throughout the years. He had been on Showbox a few times. Did you get the sense the way you were developed there, matched by Alex Campanovo coming into that fight, you were a better developed fighter than he was?
Yeah, I believe they matched me with opponents that got me ready for that kind of level. So once that opportunity came, everything was great. I stepped up to the next level.
You definitely stepped up to the next level. You're making noise in the 122-pound division. Where do you train out of, Danny?
I train at Maywood.
So you're at Maywood. along with tonight's main event, Isaac Zarate. You spar with him, don't you?
Yes, sir. Teammate.
What's Zarate? Like, he's in the main event tonight. What should fans expect from him?
Oh, really great fight. He always brings the action. Even Eddie Duarte too. So it's not an easy fight for both of them. Expect a great fight, a great night.
That's our main event tonight. Eric Duarte, Isaac Zarate right now. Ruben Villa in the black trunks. RV4 is his nickname. Ruben Villa the fourth. He's in there. Up against the Mexican Anthony de Jesus Ruiz. So it's scheduled for 6 rounds.
And Beto, he is actually co-promoted by Thompson Boxing and Banner Promotions, led by Artie Palulu out of Philadelphia. This was a highly touted amateur. Actually, some other promotional outfits were very high on him, made a run. This may have been probably the best amateur that Thompson Boxing has ever really signed, coming straight out of the amateurs.
A lot of people really excited about him. You can see why, the southpaw. Because living in Salinas, smaller town, has to go all over California, essentially, to get some work in.
Right, and Beto, for this particular camp, they spent a lot of time in Riverside at the Robert Garcia Boxing Academy getting work. Sparred a lot of rounds with Hector Tanahara, a good prospect out of San Antonio that we're very familiar with.
It's left, smacked by Ruben Villa. Good opening round between Villa and Ruiz. And Hector Tanahara actually had a win last night in Tucson, Arizona. He'll be fighting in June. Salinas, California. He's now training with Max Garcia. It's the second time, or the second fight with Max Garcia. Obviously, Max knows everybody in the Salinas Valley, but they didn't work until the last fight for Villa as pros, as Villa decided to make a change in trainers.
And we referenced the 2 victories that he scored over Shakur Stevenson, 2016 silver medalist, heavily hyped, who's fighting tomorrow night at the Garden, actually, on the Crawford undercard. Word is, more than a few amateur coaches have told me, Beto, they believe that coming out of the pros, Villa may have had a more natural pro style than Stevenson.
Southpaw Villa, 5-0, 3 KOs. Mentioned that work with Hector Tanahara. He actually went to the Robert Garcia Boxing Academy in Riverside, not too far from here to get that work, because in Salinas, there's not much around there as far as quality work. And you can see it paying dividends here.
Well, that's always going to be the question from kids who are big fishes in small ponds. Are they willing to invest their time and sometimes money to actually pull up camp in situations like Riverside or Big Bear to actually get that work in the gym on a day-to-day basis?
And that's what Max Garcia, the trainer, said. The reason he decided to work with him, Max isn't going to just work with anybody. He knows everybody. He's not going to work with them. Said that Villa's high IQ, also his work ethic. He doesn't have to tell him anything about work. But when they get together, it's let's train. None of this like, let me call you to wake up. Let me do this. Are you eating right? None of that stuff. That's something. Villa's favorite fighter, Lomachenko. Does he watch other sports? No, he watches Lomachenko tape.
You know, and you can see some of the influence, the shiftiness, trying to give angles. Now, I don't know if he can match who I call the Baryshnikov of boxing, but he's had a pretty good second round here. Quick off the trigger, quick combinations, going to the body with the cleanup right hook, and actually changing
shot
distance.
landed.
See what he did there? He actually punched and then got out of range. It's a real professional-looking move right there.
He has a nice looking style. Does Villa. I was like, who do I got a shot in Salinas? He's like, no, they're all here. I think Ruiz felt the power, backing away. Ruiz's mouth open here in the second. Just corner, telling him, keep the hands up, sube las manos. He's 20 years old, filling out nicely. Said about Ruben Villa the fourth, and if you want a retweet quick, Steve, tag Ruben Villa. This kid's Twitter thumbs are fantastic. Like 4.4 speed in there. Beto Duran, Steve Kim, having a good time at the Thompson Boxing Show in Ontario, California. Appreciate all the support via social media and the stream. Yes, it does look good. I'm not watching it, but I see everybody tweeting the stream looks really good. I see the comments on Facebook. There's only 2 people working right now, doing the job of 6. I'd say their names, but they're too busy working because I'm messing around here. Ruben Villa in the black. See, as his opponent Ruiz has felt the power, keeping his distance.
You know, I don't even think it's so much the power that's bothering him, but the speed.
Like that shot.
See how quick he is?
Yep.
Really quick off the trigger, and he's also changing angles of where he's coming in. Even when he's walking in forward, he's not walking in a straight line. It's making it very difficult, although he did catch a right-hand counterpunch right there. But you could see the Lomachenko influence with Villa.
Villa coming off a East Coast knockout. He was back in April. He stopped Luis Diaz-Torres, who was previously unbeaten. That was in the 6th and final round. I was like, did you really want to finish? He's like, yeah, I wanted to finish it bad. East Coast, new exposure, new fans. Alvarez High School in Salinas is where he went. As an amateur, Steve, you were talking about representing the U.S. He fought in Russia as a teenager. So this isn't your normal kid. He's landing the left. You see Ruiz. Some wind taken out of his sails. Covering up the sides. He's keeping that left hand down. Breathing. His corner's telling him to put the hand up. He's like, come on. Breathing heavy is Ruiz from San Luis Potosí, Mexico.
And you see him going right back downstairs again, Beto.
Yep. Stalking him is Villa. 10 seconds to go in the round. Final of the 3rd, scheduled for 6, super featherweight division. Fourth round, Ruben Villa, Anthony Ruiz Villa in the black. Salinas, California representing. 20 years old. Went to the gym for the first time when he was 5. It was his birthday present. His dad said, Eagle, here we go. We're going to the boxing gym. Hasn't left ever since. Big family, big fight fans. Natural southpaw.
I think Villa's shown really good command. Controlled distance, controlled the tempo, quick off the trigger, working the body and head. Been a good, solid, all-around performance tonight for Villa. I saw him here in February against Francisco Camacho, and quite frankly, I thought it was very much a tepid performance as he lands a good uppercut.
This is a 20-year-old who, he's in the ring, he's picking his spots. He's calm in there. I think that, doesn't that something to say because of his amateur background too?
I don't think there's any doubt that his pedigree has a lot to do with the way he fights as he lands another good left hand to the body. But one thing I do like, early on, we're 6 fights in, it's very clear he has a ring identity and a philosophy, and he's carried it out very well tonight. You see him again, look at the shifts and the pivots that he has. That certainly is Lomachenko-esque.
Body work, body work. Another fighter for good body work is Joet Gonzalez from Glendora. He's watching us tonight. He and his brother Jose, trained by their dad, Don Chuy. Good fighting family.
Right, Joet looked very good on April 1st, I believe, in Las Vegas.
Yes, he did.
Solid performance. Good body shot. You know, Beto, he's gotten them drunk with body shots. Let's see if he can now mug them here in the 4th, 5th, and 6th rounds.
It's always good when other fighters are watching the shows, lending support. Good 1-2. Less than 30 seconds to go in the fourth round. Villa working, snapping it. Ruiz, game. 1-2 in the corner. Ruiz trying to move around, gets hit with the right. Body shot, that hurt. More body shot, that stung. In the corner is Villa. Finishing the round strong is Villa from Salinas.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, just another reminder.
As we begin round number 5 here, if I'm Ray Corona, who's looking into the corner of Sanchez, I would keep a bit of a careful eye.
Yep.
I think he's really starting to labor. It's been a battle of attrition that's been one way. I get the sense Villa really wants to put the exclamation point on tonight's performance. It's been a very good all-around outing.
Good outing, looking solid. Very tough, maybe too tough for his own good. Andrew Ruiz, who's 2-2, he's wearing it right now, up against the ropes, trying to move away. Villa was a good footwork of his, something that his trainer Max really wanted to emphasize for this fight. Moving around, working the body. Most 20-year-olds with 5 fights are going to go head hunting. What's one of your idioms, Steve? You go to the body.
Well, you go to the body and the head will die, or the head will fall. But you know, one thing I do like about what he does, Villa, not only does he go to the body, he goes to the body by shifting and pivoting over. It gives a very, very small surface for him to be counterpunched. What's been impressive tonight, and I hadn't really seen it before, I think Villa has been very quick. He has turned speed into power.
Why that shot? Gets hit with a right. Not much behind it from Ruiz. The body shot making the arms really heavy to lift. Rated heavy is the fighter from San Luis Potosí. On the ropes, gets off of it, gets tagged with the right. You're right, see, that footwork is impressive. Like when he does get hit, it's almost like he's letting the guy hit him. Less than a minute to go in the 5th round.
You know, I spoke in the last fight about Mario Hernandez, how his head was always in the same place after he punched. You look at Ruben Villa, his head is constant, perpetual movement. By the time he throws a punch, you can see that his head is in a different area. It does not give a lot of opening. Good hard punches here, though. He's really starting to sit down, Beto.
And you hear the crowd, it's just anticipation from the crowd. Oh, snapping back the head of Ruiz. He ate that one in the corner. Ray Corona's in it.
Throwing the towel.
The corner has stopped it. Ray Corona hasn't seen it, but the commissioner's in there trying to stop it, and it's over. Finally, 15 seconds after they were trying to get the attention.
Well, Beto, they could have stopped that fight about 15 seconds ago. I hate to say it. The only thing braver than Sanchez was Ray Corona. But overall, a very, very solid outing for Ruben Villa. Tonight, he looked like a blue-chip prospect.
You were telling me about this kid, everybody, when I tweeted about him. Obviously, hometown bias is going to be something, but now there's something in this Ruben Villa, the 4th. He's now 6-0 with 4 stoppages.
Impressive tonight. You see him at the end just lashing out with both hands. First, he killed the body, and then the head did absolutely fall, and Ray Corona looking in very closely. And by this time, the corner of Sanchez had told the commission to basically wave the fight off here. But a lot of the work was through attrition in the first 4 rounds. Ruben Villa working with both hands side to side to the body, and eventually scoring that stoppage right there.
Mr. Tony Tellez, Ofelia Bueno, Bruce Rodriguez, and Adam Rodriguez. Here we go, fight fans. The end comes. 2 minutes, 43 seconds of round number 5. Referee Ray Corona puts a stop to this contest, declaring your winner by way of a knockout and still undefeated,